The New York Jets' defense was easily the team's most glaring issue on its way to an 0-5 start, allowing at least 27 points in all 5 games, but it was the offense that looked unprepared against the Denver Broncos in London. The Broncos dominated time of possession early on, holding the Jets without a first down until well into the second quarter, but New York had trouble moving the ball even when it was in Fields' hands. While the Jets briefly took a lead in the second half, those struggles carried over and ultimately cost New York the game in a 13-11 loss. Jets DC Steve Wilks has come under fire after the team's winless start to the season, but Sunday's start put the pressure squarely on young OC Tanner Engstrand after regressing from a promising start to the year. Here's a closer look at the Jets' ugly offensive performance in London. Jets offense versus Broncos, by the numbers. The Jets had an abysmal offensive first half on Sunday despite only trailing by 4 points entering halftime. Here are some of the key numbers: 22 plays, 2 first downs, 32 total yards, 1.45 yards per play. By the time the game ended, the numbers weren't much better. The Jets finished the game with just 82 yards, including -10 passing yards after Justin Fields absorbed 9 sacks. Fields finished 9 of 17 for 45 yards while Breece Hall averaged only 2.2 yards per carry. The Jets were 2 of 15 on third down in the loss. Garrett Wilson saw limited targets in the first half while draped by Patrick Surtain too, also dropping a pass, and Fields couldn't find another reliable target outside of Wilson. Wilson finished the day with 3 catches for 13 yards on 8 targets, including a near fumble that was overturned. The end of the first half summed up the difficulty the Jets. After a fake punt gave New York a chance to get into field goal range, the Jets only inched up the field. Facing 4th and 1 with more than 30 seconds on the clock and a timeout in their pocket, the Jets instead ran out the clock from their own 47-yard line instead of trying to pick up the yardage needed to give Nick Folk a chance. After the sequence, Wilson appeared to be frustrated with coach Aaron Glenn. The Jets are the NFL's only winless team after the New Orleans Saints and Tennessee Titans both won in Week 5, and their quest for win number 1 will continue into Week 7. Justin Fields' stats versus Broncos. Fields finished the first half 5 of 7 for just 17 yards. Typically, an impact player with his legs, Fields only ran for 6 yards on 1 carry. By the end of the game, Fields was only 9 for 17 for 45 yards through the air with 31 yards on the ground. The Jets quarterback still hasn't thrown an interception this season, but he's struggled more in the first half than the second half, often catching fire when the Jets are already facing a sizable deficit. Sunday's game didn't do anything to change the narrative that Fields is a slow starter, as his first half numbers mirrored his dismal start against the Buffalo Bills in Week 2. This time, Fields couldn't find any momentum in the second half.